This is Process, a series that explores the many facets of creativity through dissection and execution.
If you spent any amount of time on YouTube at all, you've more than likely come across videos created by this man, Casey Neistat. With his trademarked DIY painted sunglasses and plethora of electric skateboards, Neistat is known primarily for his vlogs, which he kept up consistently for nearly 2 years. In them, he documents his life as a filmmaker and a fun-loving entrepreneur living in New York City. On screen, he is a larger-than-life personality who values hard work and family, and has inspired thousands of people to pursue the things they are passionate about. Casey embodies what most creators, myself included, hope to achieve someday. A life that leaves very little room for what-ifs, that is centered primarily around pursuing your dreams, all while having fun. And the number of successes in Neistat's pocket are all a direct result of pursuing those creative questions. Casey gained international exposure in 2003 for a 3-minute film titled iPod's Dirty Little Secret. The film criticized Apple for not having a battery replacement program in place for their iPods, and within just days after Casey's film was uploaded to YouTube, Apple announced a battery replacement policy as well as an extended warranty program. In 2011, Casey created a film called Bike Lanes, which criticized New York Police Department's ticketing of cyclists for riding outside of the marked bike lanes. The film was covered by most media outlets, and Time magazine named Bike Lanes number 8 on their top 10 creative videos for 2011. In November of 2016, CNN acquired Beam, an app that Neistat had created, which sold for a reported $25 million. And in August of 2018, Casey uploaded a video celebrating 10 million subscribers on YouTube. It's pretty safe to say that Casey lives an extraordinary life. It shines through in his YouTube videos and just the way he approaches his day-to-day. And Srinivas Rao, the author of An Audience of One, says, "If you want to live an exceptional and extraordinary life, you have to give up many of the things that are part of a normal one." The path to an extraordinary life is paved with many extraordinary successes. And those successes mean the potential for extraordinary failures. And despite his success as a filmmaker and professional fun haver on YouTube, Casey Neistat isn't without his share of failure.
It takes true skill to be able to fly this thing indoors.
In July of 2008, Casey and his brother Van sold a show they had been working on called The Neistat Brothers to HBO. This would normally be an exciting thing for someone trying to make a living as a filmmaker, but a series of roundabout events pushed the airing of the show back by 2 years. And in that time, Casey and his brother made the decision to stop working together, and Neistat went a full year without pursuing anything creatively at all.
But where it left me was in early 2011, realizing I hadn't actually made anything in like 3 years, and I kind of felt like a loser.
The success of having a show picked up by a major player like HBO, followed immediately by not knowing if it was going to air, was heartbreaking to say the least, but this was a pivotal moment for Casey. After a year of feeling uninspired to create and unsure of what was next, Casey picked himself up and launched his YouTube page.
And I started a YouTube channel, and I remember summer 2011 was the same time that my HBO show was on. It was like I literally was a guy who had a show on HBO that I wrote, directed, and starred in that was on every week, and I had a YouTube channel with like 30 subscribers. And I was like, man, this sucks.
Through consistency and some creative experimentation, Casey uploaded a number of viral YouTube hits before YouTube virality was a common thing. His successful videos were often a result of a nagging question or issue that Neistat had, and he used YouTube to express the answers to those questions as creatively as he could. Throughout his career, Casey has been faced with many of the same struggles we as creative individuals face every day. The major difference, however, is the undeniable tenacity with which he approaches these roadblocks. When we fail, we distort our perception of our abilities and convince ourselves that our goals are less attainable. In one study, people kicked a football over a goalpost in an unmarked field, then estimated how far and how high the goalpost was. The people who failed were the ones who estimated the goalpost was further away and higher than the ones who had succeeded. Despite his failures, Casey Neistat has always been known to do one thing well: do. In the face of adversity, self-doubt, and unassuredness, Neistat acts. So much so that he tattooed the words "do more" on his arm as a reminder to himself. He told Entrepreneur magazine, "Thinking is the thing that prevents people from acting. Thinking is the thing that gums up the process of productivity. Your instincts are there to keep you alive. You can trust them, especially when it comes to entrepreneurship."
Failure sucks, but the pain that is failure does not exceed the pain that is not trying at all. See, I regret my failures, but I would regret more a failure to try.
When faced with failure in a pivotal moment in his life, Casey took action. And thank God that he did, because a direct result of that action are the entertaining and inspiring videos we now get to enjoy whenever we want. Failing doesn't make us failures. And if we look at failing through the DIY painted lenses of Casey Neistat, we begin to see it merely as an opportunity to begin again, to act, to do more. And maybe this time atop a boosted board. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to stay up to date with all things process, please subscribe if you aren't already. And if you'd like to support the series, you can do so over on Patreon, where patrons get a monthly behind-the-scenes vlog of what it takes to make these episodes happen, as well as news on upcoming episodes. Thanks again, and I'll see you next week.